Well, it's warm now. Why do we always have to wish? I know it's cold, so at the time it's almost like you can't remember. It's like we as humans forget a lot of things, and I feel like at the time it's like we kind of like forget what it's like to be warm. I don't know, especially when it's cold and we're outside and it's cold. But I'm looking back right now and I'm like, we really should have shut up. We really should have shut up because it is warm. Can you hear my AC? I don't know if you can. I really wish it was like still like where it's hot, and now it's like, see, when it's cold you can literally put on clothes to make you warm, but when it's hot you ain't got an AC, it's clips, it's over. Like, what do? There's nothing you can do in that situation. Maybe, you know, something that I actually read once that I actually thought was a good idea, and I'm gonna pass it along to you guys right now. I'm gonna pass it along that sometimes, I don't know if this might get you sick. Listen, I've never tried it. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't and you get sick, I don't know what to tell you. But somebody was like in the comments, so they were like mentioning, it was in the comments like some video or something like that, and she was saying like, oh, like when it gets when it gets hot, what I would do is I would wet my clothes, and I would wet my kids' clothes, and then we would just put on the wet clothes and let our and only take it off when our body heated it up. I'm sorry, I feel like that would be uncomfortable, but hey, desperate times make for whatever that saying is. The actual focus and the actual, point of the video is 1 Chronicles 29 verse 14. But who am I and who are my people that we could give anything to you? Everything we have has come from you, and we give you only what you first gave us. It's really important because a lot of times we get very selfish and stuck in our own ways and stuck in our own ways of life that we don't take a second to really zoom out and look at the spiritual aspect of things. So we really don't stop and think, like, every time we get something, God gave this to me. Like 9 times out of 10, you're not stopping and thinking that. I don't even care. Like, this burger, God gave this to me. Like, you're not thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not thinking about all the ways in which He's like put you in a position to be where you're at right now. Everything that we get comes from God. It's because He's allowing us to have it. It first came from Him. Now, God may not make the chair, but He made the wood to make the chair. He made it happen, all these events, for you to get what you're getting right now. So it's also important to know and to realize how we treat God in these situations when we're asked to give something to Him. You're not giving Him a gift. This is His. Have you ever had somebody, oh my gosh, these people, oof, they could be like some of the worst people. Like those types of people who, like, you give him your charger and they go, and you ask for it back and they go, what percent are you on? What percent are you on? I didn't ask you to ask me what percent I'm on. I asked you to give me back my property. So just think about that. Like, you don't want to be that person. Nobody wants to be that person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, but I'm only on blah, blah, blah. I was generous. You know what I mean? When I gave that to you. And you also have to think about Jesus' role in our life. When you think about Jesus' role in our life, you recognize free gift of eternal life. He gave up His life for us for free. He linked us to the Father for free. So if they're asking for something back at a cost to you, I guarantee you it's for your benefit. It ain't for nobody's benefit, but like, it really is for your benefit. It's either to keep you dependent on God, right? So we're not dependent on this world, or it's because He has something else in mind for your life. Regardless, when He wants you to give Him something, hand it over, work it over. And this eases our spirit because it lets us know that we're giving something to God. It's probably the best thing that we could do, because giving to other things, it's a hit or miss. Every time we give for God, if it's not rewarded in this life, it will be rewarded in the next. It's not just physical things that we give to Him, like money, property, whatever. It could also be things like your issues, your problems. If He's saying, give me your struggles, it's better for you to give Him the struggles, you know? Oh, I was not... This mic is a very beautiful mic. I just can't work it. I don't think I'm tech savvy enough to work it. I don't know what I need at this point. I just tried so much. I don't know. All right. But I'm thinking about a new mic. I kind of saw it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I'm thinking about getting rid of this one. Because I really want to set up my mic, man. I have 2 things I need to set up. I gotta set them up. This is where I'm gonna end it because, yeah. Goodbye.